back to our channel.
She is always right.
And we are here with the new format that we are trying to follow and inculcate in our episodes.
I kind of feel so much more comfortable in this. Like, I feel comfortable, but I feel like this is my best angle.
Yeah.
I don't know why. This gives me a corporate feeling also. Like, I'm like on my desk and
Like you're interviewed.
Yeah.
But anyways, this episode is going to be a lot of catching up on our lives. What are the things we're liking? What are the things we're binge watching? What are the things we're not liking? And some conspiracies that we have come across.
Yeah.
And we are also playing a
Poisonous chips game. Poison chip? क्या नाम है इसका?
poison chip.
Poison chip game while we are doing that. So it's
Yeah.
going to be interesting for you to see.
Yeah, so we're gonna lay we're gonna lay a grid of chips here, out of which she has to select one of her chips that is going to be poison for me, and I'm going to select one for her. And then we'll simultaneously keep on guessing which one is the poisonous chip. Whoever picks up the poison chip first will, of course, die. But that all with a lot of talking and a lot of catching up with us. And here's a chance for us to know each other better and to you guys to know us all the more better.
And also the world news better.
So the chips are laid. We are ready with our night suits and in full game mode and playing mode. So let's begin with this episode and this game simultaneously. Before starting and telling them कि which is our poisonous chip, ठीक है? What's something new in your life? Like, let me start with me. The newest thing in my life is my haircut.
I think the newest stuff in my life is a haircut too.
We both have got recently. We both have gotten
Fresh haircut.
And she has gone for very beautiful layers while keeping the length, while I have compromised on a lot of my length.
Nice.
Yeah,
But I wish my length was a little bit longer though. Like she said.
it's already very long.
Is it?
Yeah, you have not compromised on your length. It's not giving the illusion of that tera haircut hua hai. But it looks fresh. There are layers, but it's not looking like drastically that you've had a haircut. Like otherwise, like me, where I don't cut my hair for 7-8 months and then I suddenly go and chop half of my length. Anyways, were you gonna eat that? This is a game.
My intrusive thoughts just
Okay.
doing their things. Okay.
So I'm gonna turn around this side. You can choose and tell the audience which one is your poisonous
And
chip.
while doing all of this, we are gonna talk about hot takes in life.
एक सेकंड वो हम बता चुके हैं ऑलरेडी
अच्छा हम बोल चुके हैं क्या? मारती है मुझे.
चलो
Anyways.
so before so I'm going to turn this side and you can choose and tell the audience which one is your poisonous chip. और मैं cheating नहीं करती. इतना टाइम क्यों लग रहा है?
नहीं एक मिनट. It's actually
Strategy use हो रही है to confuse me. Strategy use करती है to confuse me. चलो now you go and see that side. अच्छा, yes for sure. Cheater ही है साक्षी तो एक नंबर की. How come you? Did I call you back?
I
Did I
don't
call you
like this violent.
I didn't even
nature.
touch you. I touched your hair. उधर देख मेरी audience को बता. हाँ. Done. हाँ. फैला सारा काम मेरा तू ही कर ले. Okay.
Okay.
So before going for our first guess, what's something that you've been watching on? क्या देख रही है तू आजकल? Apart from Splitsville, of course.
Yeah, I was gonna say. But I'm watching recently, I watched The Monkey Alone Surviving His Loneliness.
Are you talking about Punch?
Yes.
Oh.
And then his toy, and then he's sitting all alone. And sometimes when I get lonely thoughts, I'm like, first the penguin, the monkey, and now me.
जिस आपकी तेरी लाइफ है, तू एक दोस्त के साथ बैठ के ये स्टूपिड सा who will die with eating the poisonous chips वाला गेम खेल रही है. What is your life? What is your life? It certainly doesn't seem lonely.
In my childhood, I used to play with my own dolls.
Really? Alone?
The
Really?
monkey is doing the same. I feel really bad for the monkey, and I literally cried.
She literally cries on this the
Yeah.
reels, and कभी भी कोई वीडियो आती है तो पंच की सच में रोती है. I mean, I also love Punch. I do sympathize with Punch, but
She is not. She gets irritated when I show her Punch.
because I think that there are thousands of such monkeys. It's just that Punch की story highlight हो गई. But ऐसे बहुत सारे monkeys हैं और ऐसे बहुत सारे humans हैं who are going through their own hardship. और मतलब क्या हर किसी की hardship को देख के you should have sympathy, but then you should also know that this is a reality. Face reality head on. Like she doesn't have that.
Punch.
You know what I am hooked to right now? Epstein files.
That though I am also hooked.
Do you guys have an idea of Epstein file, what it is? Meanwhile, let's just guess.
Yeah.
Who starts first?
I.
Okay. So, Epstein file is basically Jeffrey Epstein करके एक billionaire था. ठीक है. For you also, Jeffrey Epstein, I'm sure most of you might have already been aware of this, but for those who haven't, Jeffrey Epstein is a USA-based billionaire person. He was a finance strategist and a lot of advisors to a lot of big, well-known celebrities and well-known faces that we see on television every day. And he has, it's not recently, it's been going on for long, since 2006 if I'm not wrong, but then recently he was convicted and was put into jail for a lot of human trafficking, minor rapes, minor abuse, illegal prostitution, and a lot of things. It's just sad when you listen these kind of things. And then he was involved, and he was not only the one who was involved, he was also seen and documented with a lot of people who are very well known. And some of the few names are Bill Clinton, Oprah Winfrey. In fact, there are mentions of Michael Jackson's also in the emails. There are mentions of Prince Andrew, who's a prince from UK royal family. So, lot of very well Trump.
Donald
Trump is also one of the suspects in those files.
Yeah.
And these files, it's not a conspiracy anymore because these files are released by FBI, and they're releasing it in. They've released some of them online for people to access. And the kind of reality and the kind of situation you see there is something that literally, now that puts me into a trauma. I know Punch is also very relatable, but that literally puts me in a trauma.
That too, after whatever I have been reading about Epstein files, it is not going very well in my head. So I've been a little bit sad reading all of that, and it is affecting my mental health. And I feel because it's so sensitive, it will affect a lot of our mental health. And it is not a very
because I know I highly consumed it for a long time, and I was into the documentaries, and I watched documentary also, The Filthy Rich, which is on Netflix. It's all about Epstein files and how the case got registered, and who registered the victims, their testimony and their side of the story, plus how the entire thing got, was so well protected and so under the shelves because he was a big man and he could buy his things out, and he was so confident about that. He used to say to his victims that, nobody can do anything to me because I owe some very powerful people a lot of favors. So clearly he had documented things that powerful people have done, and which I feel like are still not openly released out there, and there is still a lot of document and say things and proofs and evidences that FBI has that has not been released, because of course we live in a world where money and power actually dictates things. But it's so sad that it was not one, it was not two, it was over a couple of 100 girl victims who were involved in this and were scrutinized, and it's just sad.
Well, to lighten up the mood,
Yeah.
while we will talk more about it, I just want to see, that's why with this game, it's a very, it's a Squid Game type feeling, because our feelings are like, okay. Let me see.
So while you're doing that, you're safe. Okay, so while you're at 8 and you've been saved, I wanted to ask you, what is one thing that you've adapted recently in your makeup routine, or has it been all the same? Why did you make that reaction to that chip? Did I just notice your fucking reaction to that chip? Or maybe you were just fooling me. So I'm gonna pick this. You were fooling me.
Safe.
Is that one? What है देखते हैं, we'll figure it out.
Now I know how to trick you, because I know the expressions you think when I lie and all that.
It'll be easy for me, I feel like. I can read her.
So ridiculous. Anyways, the recent makeup routine, I just don't apply foundation anymore. Right now, also what I have on my face is just concealer. Lots and lots of skincare. Just concealer under my eyes, under my upper lip, lower lip. And then blush, a little bit of shadow, kajal and mascara.
But
That's
anything
it.
new that you've learned or picked, like a hack or anything?
That's the hack, that I'm not gonna use a full face foundation anymore, because I don't like it. I don't feel my skin is breathing in it. It feels much more natural to me.
Yeah.
And
Yeah. For me, I have picked up this hack of, so one makeup artist taught me to pull my eyelid like this and then tight line my inside of the eyelid with a black or a brown
Then your
kajal.
eye-
So my eye just pops, because I have smaller eyes compared to my face, so it just gives the illusion of my eye looking much bigger. So I started using that a lot lately in my makeup routine. So I think that is one thing. Also, I'm recently liking, I had this K-Beauty blush for a long time. I bought it. But I never used it because I always end up using like my tints and all of that.
Okay.
And I've always used like a more red or pinkish kind of a blush. But for the first time, and mistakenly, I think it was a mistake only because I bought like a orange blush from K-Beauty. And it's been sitting in my makeup bag for like 6-7 months. But I've recently started using it, applying it, and I feel like peach is my shade.
it's when you try with the
Things
different
you
blushes too.
know.
And I thought peach was my shade for the longest time until I used pink, and then I'm like, oh no, I'm much more better in pink, and I love K-Beauty products.
Yeah, because I used to think that I'm a very olive brownish kind of skin tone, so peach might not just look good on me or ye utke nahi aayega, but somehow peach looks nice. And also one thing, that one color which I never tried in my life ever, thinking that it will just not go right with my color or my skin color and will dull me down, was olive, until she gifted me a sari. You remember that Ganpati sari that you
Oh
gifted
yes,
me?
I
Oh
remember.
my god, that sari, I have recently understood. That's why I'm also wearing green today. I never used to purchase green, but it is after that sari that you gifted, and I wore it on Ganpati, and everybody complimented me that it looks very nice on your skin. And it was, I don't know why, it was my head like olive on my skin tone will dull me down, but it actually looks very nice.
Surprisingly.
So I've discovered another color that suits my skin.
Well, that's interesting. Time
What's
for
the
my
other one?
second round. But I did want to talk more about Epstein files and the controversies that are really interesting and I feel can be so real.
Are we talking about safe? Do you want to talk about Selena Gomez and Justin Bieber? The controversy that is going on online right now. So, do you guys have any idea of what is the controversy regarding
I will
Selena
tell you
Gomez?
because it is very close to my heart. You
Yeah,
can talk
because she
about
was a very big fan of
Selena. Wizards and Selena.
What was that show?
Wizards of Waverly Place. You don't know, like its short form is Wizards. Come on, like.
Listen,
Someone
I
has not
never
watched Disney in their childhood. What have you really watched?
I've really not watched Disney in my childhood because I was not
She used
allowed.
to only watch sports and Discovery Channel.
Papa, that's on you.
Well,
He never let me watch anything fun, yaar. I was only allowed to watch. And now you're making me sad about it. So yeah, Wizards of Waverly Places.
The game is.
Over?
I'm just kidding. She's safe. Anyways, so the controversy about Selena Gomez is like Justin Bieber has also given a lot of hints in his recent musical video, and please add on to it if I'm missing on something because you also know it in very detail. So when in this all these rich people come together and they do things to little kids, they used to call this term as pizza party, and the controversy is that Justin Bieber has also been a part of
He's
it.
been, since a very young age, he's been a part of this entire circle where powerful people use like young kids for their benefits and stuff. And Justin Bieber
Was one of the
Yeah.
pizzas in the pizza party.
Yeah, so people say he was a Diddy. Diddy sort of owned him, and Diddy got him famous and all the music gigs and whatever. So basically,
Yeah.
people say that Justin Bieber was bought by Diddy. Diddy is another musician from Americas who's been lately into controversies about the kind of, he's also molested a lot of people. He had these parties which are like, very open and very negative kind of parties, let me just say that out, like a lot of human trafficking, a lot of molestation, a lot of all of that used to happen, drugs abuse and all of used to happen. And people say that Diddy has bought Justin at a very young age from his parents, and Diddy is the one who's made him so famous and special. And there are also hints of this in the song Yummy. So people also say on controversies and Reddit ke jo Yummy song tha, that was also about the same thing when people were coming out.
Yeah.
Justin Bieber has always been a target and a victim of these powerful people. So you were saying
And that in the song it's reflecting very much because there's him standing in the between, and then there's like this pizza wings beside
sketches
him.
that Justin Bieber
And
says
then
that have come from his
Yes,
fans.
and then there is like tears coming out of his eyes, and there's like this monster who's smelling him.
Illuminati,
Yeah.
Satan, and
And
then
all these signs are very much visible in the songs that he's making and the hints that he is giving.
now it all can be a coincidence, but people highly doubtful that it's a coincidence because so many things to stick into place, and then so many people to pick up on those things and see. And he said that all of these came from fans. The illustrations came from fans, but it was so obvious that every illustration was about him not
Yeah.
being able to speak up,
Yeah.
or he's been silent and he's been silenced by other people, and then there is a devil in his life who's giving him gunshots, and what happened to
Yeah.
there are a lot of things like where did Selena go. There's a one entire illustration on that. So people are saying that Selena is not the real Selena, she's a clone, and the real Selena is gone, and she's been sacrificed for this entire some satanic Illuminati ritual.
And now that I see, I always connected to Selena Gomez so much since childhood, but like in recent years, I never discussed this with anyone. It was just a thought within me that I just feel very annoyed at the way she has changed, the way she talks. It's the energy has completely shifted, and the original Selena, if this controversy is true, the original Selena used to be so much more chirpy, and the voice was also different. Like the voice
Yeah.
has changed. Now it's much more like a nasal voice, which
Yeah.
Selena never had it to begin with.
But people are saying that this is also because of her lupus, like her the diagnosis she has and the disease
But even
she
like
has.
the face and all is very.
But a lot of things are not sitting right. Like her
Yeah.
face is completely changed. Sometimes her eyes are twitching in the very
Yeah, like
recent
this
Real
one.
Beauty, Rare Beauty wala video.
And
where
only
she's-
like one eye
One eye is
twitching.
twitching, so which is very abnormal. And I don't know if it is normal in this lupus diagnosis, but things are not sitting right. And like the timeline of all of it, like Selena and Justin getting together back again, and then they going out, and suddenly that you get to know, okay, they have broken up again. Selena is nowhere to be found. Then she's gone. For a good brief time, she was not making
And
anything.
then Justin also has a tattoo
And
on
then
his
on
thing
his
about Selena's
ankle.
face, and then there is an angel.
Angel's Wing, and then he gets out of nowhere, gets married to Hailey Bieber. So people are also
Yeah.
saying that Hailey Bieber is Justin's handler.
Yeah,
so basically they
that
are,
was so shocking. For me.
Yeah.
And that could be true. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know. Their relationship never felt like very genuine relationship
Yeah,
online.
to me for sure. And versus Serena and Justin's relationship was very very nice.
Yeah, and also the other controversy is that Kourtney Kardashian, the kid she has, it's not her kid and her husband's kid. It is the resemblance to Justin's childhood is uncanny. Like
Yeah.
they look the same. दोनों बच्चे बिल्कुल same लगते हैं. तो people are also saying कि ये Justin और Selena का बच्चा है, जिसको उन्होंने फिर कोर्टनी को दे दिया to
Yes.
handle. And Benny is like a handler for Selena's clone now. And Justin Bieber की handler Hailey Bieber है.
Yeah, which is so like, and all these, and after
We
this,
very
I'm
select.
just like, yeah, I'm so shocked that, oh my god, if my real Selena has gone out.
Same. But what do you guys think? Do you guys think Selena is really the Selena that she is, or it's a clone? And if it is a clone, how are people doing this? Like, how are people making clone? In fact, she's not the only one who's been suspected of being a clone. There's another very famous Hollywood actor, Jim Carrey. Jim Carrey, he's also suspected to be a clone.
Yes.
Because he outright in his young times has spoken about Illuminati, and he has tried to voice his opinion out whenever he got the chance on televisions and interviews and shows.
Yeah.
So people are suspecting that even he once kept a beard, where he also said, he went on a interview and he clearly mentioned that if you ever find me without this beard, just know that I'm not here anymore. What does that mean? What does
He
that
does
mean?
not have that
Are these
beard.
like subtle signs? And if it is, then it just feels like we are just puppet in a big, like we're literally small puppets in a big show which they can manipulate and work according to themselves.
Yeah, and COVID was also one of the games that they played to bring.
Yeah. Oh, Epstein file also mentions
Yes,
of COVID,
yes.
that COVID has been pre-planned and it was being implemented by these powerful peoples to sort of control our health and to enforce more medications and God knows what was in that vaccine.
Yeah, because I've taken 4 of them.
I've also completed all my doses.
Well, or now you've picked it up. Safe.
Okay.
Well, I wanted to talk about the recent wellness change that has come up in your life and how is that changing things for you for good.
Okay. So I'm going to be very honest, and I have spoken about this on the podcast before also. You're safe. That, after a long time, I said that I'm going to work out and I'm going to do a 75 hard challenge. Turns out it was not meant to.
It is very hard though.
It's
It's
very-
not possible to do 2 workouts a day and one day also you're not taking any rest.
Yeah, and it was more than that. It was not possible for me because of the kind of routine I had. So when I started it, I had all the time and I didn't have any, very recent projects lined up. So I knew that I have time and I used to do it, and I tried following it, very religiously till the time I could. Or uske baad there was a sudden life change. Like a lot of things were happening, a lot of traveling was happening, a lot of work was happening. So I was traveling for that, and suddenly I lost my consistency on the workout thing. But what I have been able to maintain out of it is whenever I get time to work out, now I work out because I like the feeling of working out now.
Yeah.
So whatever it was short time के लिए ही सही 15-20 दिन के लिए भी जो मैंने consistently workout किया था, that helped me to build like a likeness towards working out and weights and lifting. So that is I'm really enjoying that. I look forward to go back to lifting and see my triceps and all of that, which I've not बने हुए भी नहीं है, but still in my head I'm aiming for. But I like that feeling for sure. And one big change that I've recently brought into my lifestyle and I feel has done wonders for me is including a lot of multivitamins and iron and supplements in my
that I
diet.
forced her to do.
Yeah. Because earlier I used to think, chalo, theek hai, my health, I eat like a nutritious home cooked meal and all of that. So I'm मेरे proteins पूरे हो रहे हैं. But what I figured out is that as you grow old, your body also stops consuming a lot of nutrients. Like it slows down the process. So it is always better to add supplements, and we are always in a hurry kind of a place, and eating, maybe we don't have a lot of, sometimes we have a lot of time, sometimes we just eat in like a very hurry state. So all of that doesn't help a lot with your nutrition. So supplements are something that you should adapt to. And I think I can see a change. So yeah, supplements are a must after 25. For you?
For me, I think to start with, because I have an office timing which is also from afternoon till evening. So I have my mornings free most of the times. I have my mornings free most of the times. You're safe. So what I decided is that because my mornings are free, the time that I used to work out was mostly like 11:30. But I started missing the morning person that I was, and I've always been a morning person.
Yeah.
To even like when we were in college, I like to wake up early, and I'm very like excited. And then if I wake her up, and then she'll throw pillow at my face like, "Shut up, just close it." Like that does not mean. But anyways, I was missing the morning side of me, and then I have another beautiful thing with this game is like I have started cherishing different friends in different settings, and I have always had a community in my gym. So I have met these two great girlfriends who motivate me to go to the gym. So I texted them saying, guys, we should start going at 8:30, and they were like, yeah, we are so in. If we all go together, we can do it, and it is actually happening. We are very consistent because we can see the group that is coming together. We are very, very consistent in that. And once I come back, because I have a lot of thoughts in my mind, so it's easier for me to take that morning time for myself and journal my thoughts out and come back, take my protein, take my supplements. And while doing all that, I don't want to consume a lot of social media or a lot of other stuff which I'm already consuming, and human brain was never supposed to consume all of these things. And for me especially, I'm because very emotional and sensitive, it might not come out as like I'm that person, but it affects me deeply. So I keep thinking about it for 3-4 days. So I like, even like when I am still consuming Epstein files or topics like that which are really disturbing, and like what they are doing to the babies, or like things that are happening in Gaza and what they are doing to the kids who are starving. You know, it's just like when it comes to people who are innocent and all that, it makes me sad, and then it makes me so sad that I can't focus on my own life. So for this, I have stopped consuming these things which I should be aware about, but it is not serving me any good. So that whole time that I get for my morning, I do on my journaling, my goals, my tasks of the day. I spend some time with my cats.
Yeah.
I have started listening to motivational quotes again in the morning after I come back. So I like that morning time for myself, which is not rushed anymore. I have always worked out and always been consistent with that, but my nervous system still did not feel very much calm because I was always on the go. Wake up, go to the gym, come, start working as soon as you're ready. But now I get that time in between, and I feel that time for myself is so important. It has been a big game changer for me.
I think quality time with yourself is really important.
And sometimes you really need to sit with your thoughts. And like as you grow up, you start getting a lot of thoughts sometimes which are necessary, which are not necessary.
But I also feel like you should not also sit a lot with yourselves and take yourself that seriously, because I am a person who believes that the brain that the brain works for you rather than you working for the brain. So don't let your brain control your life and everything that you have around you. Of course, it's very easy to say that, oh, brain is separate from body. That's not the case. Your brain and your soul are, they're connected, and you feel what you feel. But once you start looking at your brain as a different person, as a different entity, you would start taking everything that comes from the thoughts very seriously. So this is one practice that I've been doing for a long time.
Laugh it out.
Yeah, laugh it out. So whenever you feel like you are having thoughts which are not good for your mental health, or you're having thoughts which might trigger something in you, just say that, okay, these are the thoughts that my brain is saying, okay? And these are situations that can happen or might happen or just imaginary, are not happening. So let me just detach myself from it and just look at it as a image and just pass on it. So then it will become very easy for you to just pass on those thoughts and not take everything very seriously to yourselves. And I think you'll be in much more sane place. I do that practice with myself whenever I feel like I'm overcrowded with a lot of thoughts. And whenever I feel like, I do it with myself, whenever I feel like I'm very overcrowded with the thoughts and most of them are negative thoughts, I then say that, okay, this is my brain thinking out loud and brain thinking a lot of imaginary stuff. Let me just put out myself out and separate it from it and see what are the situations that can happen, I can work on, and what if the situation is something that I cannot work on, let me just pass that on. And I just swipe left to it. So I think this is something that I have picked up on, which I really enjoy.
I should pick that up too. You're good
Yeah.
with segregating your thoughts. I have to
Yes.
work on that. Well,
Okay. Any new food that you've discovered and that you've lately been liking a lot, or
yeah.
what are you obsessed these days? What are your period munchies?
It's been sushi and chaat. Safe. It's been I take her game so seriously. She never takes my game seriously. She's just talking and I'm just like, bhai, kya hai, bata.
मेरे को पता है. Like, I am a person. I'm an actor.
So, but I
this
don't
might be
feel
my technique.
I don't feel important when.
But this might be my technique that I don't want to give away. Like, which is.
But even after I eat, you're not saying anything. It's
No,
not a
saying the
technique.
same.
It's just pure ignorance.
No, then
and
I'm
on
disappointed.
ignorance, she's lying. On top of that, this is not acting.
No, then I'm disappointed that, huh?
Now this is acting.
Oh, shut up!
Yeah. So what?
But now, you know, the more I'm looking at it, the more I'm believing that this is the one. But I'm not going to. I want to try and see. मेरे हिसाब से this is the one. That's Sakshi. ठीक है? But I am going to try the other ones first and last go to that. Let's see how wrong I can be. हाँ,
Well, little
फिर?
does she know that I can act too.
We'll figure that out. So what is one
Well.
thing? What are you munching on?
I am constantly. I liked sushi.
Tell them the story now that you went out for a Gen Z get together recently, and
So
what
it's not about
did you
food.
discover?
So I have a Gen Z sister.
No, you said that there are snacks which are very.
Oh yes, of course. In that I've discovered all that. So I have this Gen Z sister and she's really close to me. We really bond well. She is a Gen Z, but her brain is like millennial. She is an adult in her brain. So I really love her. We jam a lot, and on her birthday we went to this villa. Okay. So in all the crowd that was there, I was the eldest and not that older to
What's there to what? There's no shame to accept
Yeah,
that you're the biggest, eldest one in the group.
It's okay. I'm still in my 20s.
But the fun part is you were hanging out with Gen Zs.
Yeah, so everyone was around, let's say, 23, 24, 25 max tops. Okay, and so they have such a different taste to how they celebrate birthdays and how they celebrate parties, which was so interesting because whatever food also they got for snacking. First was my sister's brand Edibles. She was making everyone try, and it's such a good snack brand. Oh, maybe that is
Yeah.
something that I've discovered. That
Yeah.
is new, and I love it. So my sister has this brand called Edibles, and she has launched it with her business partner.
Yeah.
And it's such a good brand. Like I've never had anything like this, and even I made you try
even
it.
I have never had anything like that.
In India,
yeah.
it's so healthy. It's like these fruits which are dried.
and compressed, and then
You
they
can
are.
just smack on it.
Yeah, without having the mess of the real fruit.
Yeah.
And they taste exactly like the fruits. And it is so good to have like fruits like mango, which are not a very all the season fruit, like very
Yeah.
seasonal. So you can also have them in like December and still have that real taste of mango.
It is literally when you eat it,
Yeah.
and by the end of it, you feel like, oh my god, I've actually had a real mango.
Bite
I've
of
actually
mango.
had a real jamun, or I've actually had a real pineapple. So that's something I discovered. And what other thing I discovered in that party was also that the snacks were so unique, and like
They were not having blue lays and cream onion lays like us.
they were having like
Wafers
and like chocolate toppings on it, and like very interesting snacks. And what they were also doing was because everyone was a Splitsvilla Paglu. I don't know if everyone was, but majority of them were watching Splitsvilla. So then it was major Splitsvilla vibe. They divided the team in two. There was a whole treasure hunt that was already planned. The chits were already in the whole villa, stuck here and there.
So basically, I mean, Gen Zs have a way cooler way of celebrating their birthdays and their parties.
And then like the community involvement is much more than we should learn from it also, because like most of the times we also like have a lot of fun and we are always involved in community, but our set of things would be more like singing songs,
chilling by the beach, in the pool.
But in all that time that you have, let's say you're there for 2 days, an activity like this is good.
Yeah, something that you learn from Gen Z. They
not-
put a lot of efforts in things they do.
Yeah, and that's very well planned. I had a lot of fun.
And I feel like they were very more creative with their celebrations. Like,
Yeah.
not like us, very, हाँ, केक लाया, केक काट लिया, सबके साथ बैठ के खा लिया, पी
Yes.
लिया, हंसा, watch something, Samay Raina maybe,
Yeah.
and then just
And then there
Gen
was
Zs
this
do a lot of-
trophy also which my sister got for the winners, which said that winners
They
of
won.
treasure hunt or whatever.
Oh,
So
that's
it was
nice.
very nice. But then the kind of snacking that they do in the parties, the kind of food they eat in the parties, the kind of vibe they have is something I've discovered, and it's very new. And I feel
And it's also for us, it's like a first hand. We know how Gen Zs talk and Gen Zs slang and everything, but we never thought that their lives would be any different from ours.
Yeah.
So now to see like Gen Zs having their own parties and how they celebrate it and the
Yeah.
patterns they have and the snacking patterns. Like we used to survive on Blue Lays, Kurkure,
anything,
anything,
any
you know.
random
And
shit,
now
yeah.
this younger generation comes and they're bringing like ragi chips and
Yeah.
lot more interesting things like wafers filled with like chocolate layerings and all of that. So I feel अब बहुत evidently दिखने लगा है कि हमारे और उनमें lives changes हैं.
And of course, I don't think so. Our generation, I feel, is still stuck in the middle because we are also Gen Zs.
We are also Gen Zs,
but it started
logically,
from us, so
both
we
of
are
us
in
are Gen
between millennial and Gen Z. So we are
Yeah.
kind of zillennials. So what I've like about millennials. I think millennials only want to drink, get sloshed, and that's it. Like majority of the
Yeah.
millennials we have been around, 35 plus people or whatever, their priority of being or having a break is just like
Party is basically drink.
endlessly till you're sloshed.
Meanwhile, eat.
Drink while you're sloshed. But
Yeah.
when it comes to us, we don't do that. We are also like neutral. We don't like getting sloshed while we are doing that. But maybe is this the chip?
Same. But I think we are still like we.
Neutral.
No, I feel like we enjoy, we party, we play games, we go out, we
Yeah,
do
but we
new
don't
activities.
do it like
Nahin,
till we get sloshed and we don't remember the
Oh
next
no,
day, never
nothing like that. Our friends, our parties are much more like be in the pool, swim, enjoy,
Yeah.
laugh, watch comedy shows, films,
Yeah.
community
and
watching
Gen Z
of
is
films and
also
stuff. And
not
Gen Z-
much more like they are not
In fact,
towards
you know, there's
substance
a-
abuse.
Yeah,
they are very
100%.
neutral. They are towards more of like games, talking,
Yeah.
this, that, a lot of energy.
But I feel that's a good change to bring. Like I feel like in that ways we could resonate more with Gen Zs because we never liked any of these kind of parties where people are sloshing and drinking. So for us, I mean that would be a very beautiful thing to explore and to
Yeah.
be in. And I feel and statistics also say the same thing that Gen Zs have the alcohol sale has gone down because
Down
of Gen Z,
30%.
which is so good.
Yeah,
Which is so
30%
good.
because Gen Zs are much more in like fitness. They are so much safe. They are very self-aware about their lives.
Yeah.
And
Their
I think the
choices.
generation, I am much more prouder of the generation that is younger to me than the older ones because the difference with partying, I'm only talking about this partying thing that I'm very proud of them is like
Yeah.
because millennials, the pattern that I've seen it with, the only priority is drinking. And then what is the fun in that if you're just getting sloshed, you don't even remember the night, whereas like this is more of like they have awareness about
They have
everything.
they create moments to remember throughout life and
Yeah.
memories too they create.
Yeah.
Which is nice. Yeah.
Well, what's the other question?
Safe. What's the other thing?
We have been safe
Pretty much. See, I could have been dead long back. But I'm thinking that I'm trying to be safe.
Are you thinking about this trip?
Okay, I
You're
was
thinking about this chip.
Shut up.
Yeah, that's the one.
You're trying to push me towards it. मतलब कुछ गड़बड़ है.
No, that's the one. So I'm pushing you not to eat it. Like apart from this, eat anything. I'm pushing you.
That's
No.
you're fooling me around. I know.
No.
that. Yes.
You're safe. You're safe in all these ways. Like you're just not safe in this.
I don't think so. What's new? That I stopped drinking matcha.
You stopped drinking matcha?
What's new? That I started drinking matcha and I stopped drinking coffee. So now when I used to go to the airports, I've never been a regular drinker of coffee any which ways, or of chai for that matter. It's always been an occasion thing for me. But one thing that a place where I always had coffee was airports. Like the moment I enter airport, I want like a coffee for myself, which I've changed. So I'm not going for coffee orders now. I go for a matcha order more now.
Yeah. I've seen that change with you. And she
Yeah.
also sends me matcha because matcha I've been regular on
Yeah,
matcha.
I think we both have been lately enjoying
But
matcha.
you have actually started liking matcha because first she was like, oh my god, can you bring matcha? Like I was in Dubai and then she's like, can you bring matcha from there for me? And I'm like, matcha, are you sure? Okay, I'm like, okay, whatever. I come back home. I did not get the matcha because I was not finding a good matcha there. But anyways, I come home and I'm like, okay, so
What kind of matcha do you want?
So I was ordering for her. She's like, no, I want matcha with strawberry in it. I'm like, fine, that's a good combination. But what kind of matchas do you like? Just matcha and strawberry in it. Without strawberry, who's gonna drink it? I'm like, then you don't like matcha. You like the strawberry flavor that comes with the matcha. And then I made her try, because I have a matcha set. So I made her try matcha in my house. And then she was like, yeah, this is something she can have. And it also calms your nervous system
Yes.
down.
Matcha
It
is
does
much
not
more better than-
Yeah. Coffee is very triggering to your
Yeah.
nervous system.
Matcha has a very good natural source of L-theanine, which is a very good ingredient for you to fall asleep quickly and to calm down your nervous system and anxiety. And I feel coffee induces a lot of anxiety for a given amount of time. Like it induces a lot of energy, but then there's a crash.
Yes, once a day it's nice, but
Yeah.
I just feel coffee has not done great to me.
I feel like I've been always very neutral to like coffee and tea and all of these kind of drinks. I've never been addicted, so it has not done any good or bad to me. It's just been like a शौकिया drinker हूँ मैं coffee की, but अब मैं शौकिया drinker नहीं रही हूँ matcha की. मुझे matcha genuinely अच्छी लगती है. So I can have a matcha every day probably. But I don't want to be in a place where I am addicted to anything is what I feel. So I don't regularly consume it. So but whenever I have to consume, I consume matcha is what a change has come in.
Yeah.
But do we want to talk about Rashmika and Vijay's wedding?
Oh yes, I do want to talk about their wedding.
Weddings have been...
Why are you selecting the one I'm
Because you pointed it out. So I want to
So-
take the risk and chances.
So what you're gonna take? What if you're dead? Safe. Next is this.
So lately I've been following like a lot of internet पे आती रहती हैं शादियाँ ना, बहुत हुई भी हैं. But the wedding that really stood out to me lately was one wedding which happened in Mandava, which I'm sure everybody knows about. I shared reels with you.
The red and white one. Oh my god, that is beautiful.
The beautiful wedding.
Yeah.
No, I think you're talking about Riya Jain, the
Yes,
red
yes.
backdrop.
Yeah.
No, so Riya Jain, Cotton Cuff is an influencer. She also got married very
Oh,
recently.
I remember this girl who was having bangs, and then she has this whole this
Yes,
setup for
backdrop,
dancing.
like a shoot
yes.
backdrop as a Sangeet setup, and then she had this soiree dinner kind of around the pool when there was like a boat full of flowers kept in the shikara with full of flowers kept in the pool like a centerpiece, and then her wedding was so simple, and I've shot in that fort in Mandava.
Wow.
ठीक है, I've shot there before and it is such a beautiful intimate property, and to make such good use of that property I could have never thought the wedding that way, because I've seen the property and I could have never imagined that property being used in that way, and I was completely shook when the pictures came out. I was like, oh, that is so thoughtful, but also because she comes from creative field and she comes from editorial background, so she knows what she's doing. But that wedding was beautiful. After then, what we really loved was were obsessing over was Riya Jain's wedding, Cotton Cuff.
Man,
where she had that red backdrop
so
and
beautiful.
she walked out in that beautiful Kresha Bajaj golden beige
Yeah.
champagne sheer lehenga. Oh, that was beautiful. And what I've been obsessed, only groom that I've been obsessed in terms of styling or at their wedding days is Vijay Deverakonda. We have to give it to him. The kind of outfits Vijay has worn, the kind of
The wedding.
outfits both of them have worn without like
So much gold.
so that's what your nazar went on. So much gold.
So much gold in that wedding, guys. So much gold.
The South Indians, it's meant to happen. But I was really obsessed with the dhoti. I was really obsessed with the dhoti that he chose for a dhoti for his main wedding day, and he took it the traditional route, and he adorned himself with jewelry, which Indian men always used to do. Like in ancient times, if you revisit our pictures, our entire mythology, our entire history, our entire royalties and everybody, you see that they were always dressed in a lot of heavy jewelry.
Yeah.
है ना, like ये क्या बोलते हैं इसको, बाजूबंद,
Yes.
कमर पट्टा, lot of
I was
malas.
like arm bracelet. I was gonna say arm bracelet.
बाजूबंद, कमर पट्टा and all of that. So it's so refreshing to see it all coming back and not the plain old boring Sherwani looks of grooms. So I've been lately obsessed with Vijay and Rashmika's wedding.
Well.
Which was your favorite look from the wedding?
I think I liked their Sangeet look.
है ना? The
Yes.
blue cape with like the blue
Yes.
yes. And
Very nice.
Rashmika silver lehenga with like blue
Yes.
diamonds. Falguni and Shane Peacock made that.
Well,
That was also beautiful.
that said, the last thing I want to ask you, one line or one mantra that recently you've picked up and you're gonna follow through this year.
That restrict the voice and work on yourself. I feel certain times in life we get so distracted.
As the episode comes to an end, and so does the game, which is not true.
I'm not going to lose this one. I am not.
She's losing every game. Well, anyways. So for me, and then we are gonna
Sorry, I was
we are only gonna focus on game after that, okay?
No, I was saying.
Yeah, okay.
Let me continue.
Sorry.
So as I was saying, the more I grow up, the more I understand that you're safe. The more I grow up, the more I understand that there are these voices in our head which constantly go, and then there are voices exterior to us, like people say things about ourselves, and we get so easily distracted by those opinions and
So easily
those,
triggered.
so easily triggered and distracted by those opinions and statements that people say to us, that we make all our life is then dedicated to sort of rectify that person's opinion. Like I want to do something that the person doesn't have this opinion about me anymore, which I have stopped giving a damn about, because I feel whatever your opinion is about me, please keep it to yourself. I am going to spend the most of my time in this life with myself. So what should matter to me is my own personal growth and my own personal understanding of myself better. So to say one mantra that I really want to follow is, we always feel like the grass is greener on the other side. But I read this recently that it is greener where you water it the most.
Yeah.
So just water it in your area and not outside.
Yes.
So put that thought which you are giving, the energy that you're investing in thinking about others and what they think about you, put that entire energy on yourself. You'll be already in a much better place. So I think this is
Isn't
one
that
mantra for this year.
beautiful?
For you?
Isn't that beautiful? For me, it would be trying to make the most of it where I am and where my life is currently placed, and not thinking about what will be happening, and if the future is something that I'm looking forward to, and if it's not happening right now, then I'm not going to restrict my other things and not flourish in other things. I would still focus on my current life and try to make it as happening and as happy as it can be.
Yeah.
And obviously remove all the unwanted friends that are not needed. Not even, I can't call them friends, but people who are genuinely do not have good intentions towards you and genuinely are not happy in their own life, and if they are bringing it out on you, do not entertain such people.
But you know, it's a year of in astronomy wise. This is a year where you and my sign are going to go through a lot of underchange. Like we're going through a lot of change. We are going to cancel a lot of people out. We're going to recognize who are not worthy of having our time and who are not adding to our life anymore, and we are going to cancel them out. So you being you are saying that makes it a lot more like connected with the universe.
It's surprising because recently I've had a experience that was a bit surprising and shocking for me. It's just, and also it came from someone I knew from my childhood. So it was just weird that I never thought that person would be that insecure within themselves, that all this would be coming out on the other person. And mostly because I don't go into their lives and poke negativity, right? So I just felt like sometimes it's hard to accept that, oh my God, is this for real? Is this happening for real? Are these the people that I did not think they were so nice? So it's hard to also let them out, but it is easy for me to let them out once I know the intentions are not right. Because now I am very good with my circle. I don't want to entertain anything that is unwanted, negative, have negative thoughts about me. Like, good, keep it with yourself. I don't want to entertain that.
Yeah.
Because that eventually hampers your life, your energy, and then
everything.
And then the evil eye thing that I believe in, then I get it, like it comes from people like this. So I just feel like, why to entertain? And sometimes for you it's very hard to let go because you don't believe it, right? To start with, then it's just like, okay, whatever, I'll let go. So watering, again, your formula in me. I'm watering where I am right now and not entertaining negative bullshit.
Or overly thinking about what future holds.
Yes.
Just living in the moment and whatever life has to offer.
Okay,
that's a great piece of advice.
But we still haven't come to the game. So we are gonna go back to back now.
Yeah, we're gonna go at it. So you'll start first, no? Because I ate the last one, na? Save. The hell? But 1 second, why are mine only 5 left and why is your like 7 left?
Because I kept eating.
I'm going to eat these two together.
Safe. Never eat this.
Whoa! You're dead! You're dead.
You want to know which one was mine?
I'll tell. But you know what? Out of all the chips I laid here, that was the only one which was little broken. I thought you would look for that.
No. Why would I think that much?
Because you're very particular about things, that everything has to be a full chip, a big chip. And only that one was broken. So I thought that when you have laid it so nicely that every chip has to be full, tu usko फटाफट पकड़ लेगी.
Well, boom.
What? What did I tell you? What did I tell you? I would have been dead long back, but this girl can never kill me because I can read her like this. I can read her like this. मुझे पता था वही है.
कैसे पर एक्सप्रेशन से ऐसे पता चल जाता है तुझे?
I mean 10 साल. Okay, so now that we've come to the end of the game and all the chips and Sakshi being dead in this process, it was fun. This was something very new and very exciting that we tried. I hope you liked as well. She's very busy, very much busy eating. So thank you so much for joining us in. And do like, share, subscribe to our channel. We really appreciate all the support that you guys are showing us. It means the world to us.
We honestly do. We will be back soon.
Yeah.
We will be back soon with yet another episode of She's Always Right. Stay tuned.